Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Bradford's Vikings going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas at Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Now Bradford, and that's going to be incomplete. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Backing up. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up the 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also plies his trade as a linebacker. And Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw, Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Newton now to throw. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
And the defense in an envious position here after that penalty by the offense. It's now 3rd and 20. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Here we go now. Green, 8.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown. But when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 3rd down, Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now the punter, Ryan Quigley, is on at his 4th season out of Boston College.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
That's pulled in at the 32. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
first down. It's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. It's Aaron Williams on the stop.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Second down, Bradford. Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first and 10, Bradford. Over the middle here to Rudolph. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On second down, Bradford again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Ten yards to go on third. Again, it's Bradford. Over the middle, it's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Sherrills. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Bradford to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
3rd and long for Bradford. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the veteran Brian Hartline there. And it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They come out here in the eye. To throw is Newton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And here comes Diggs. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Julius Peppers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw is Bradford. And Brian Hartline brings it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Bradford on 1st down. And Escobar has it left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A fight for the football, and It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now out comes Minnesota. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now with a great...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here for you. Bradford now from the 50. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Darryl Worley, the rookie, picked it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. You want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
This one complete to Devin Funchess. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he coughed it up. And this belongs to the Vikings. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing is Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time. Newton to Benjamin. 41 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Newton on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
From the red zone now, Newton. Forced out to his left. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. Now 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Godot's kick is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And now out comes Minnesota. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Bradford on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Bradford again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Newton now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Sherrills to return it. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Captain Mutterland. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes Diggs. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down following the run.
Now, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 3rd and short yardage. Bradford flushed out right. And he's got his man. It's Escobar. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Bradford on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll throw again. Bradford. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Bradford now, eluding the pressure right. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Terrence Newman with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the...
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So they're operating in the red zone. Shipped together here from the D-line. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Fresh set of downs here. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
To throw on second down is Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Newton now to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And my goodness, another interception picked by the rookie James Bradbury. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Newton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw, Bradford. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film.